The portal opened up to the next place, and we're all going through it, right? Nobody was trying to stay behind.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm aware, yes, everybody was going with.
I was thinking having Shield stay behind to guard Drusus's body, because you don't know who's gonna sneak in and,
No.
No, they want you all on the spiritual journey.
Alrighty then.
They're testing to see if Shield has a soul in the first place.
All right, you step into the next chamber, and you find yourself standing alone without your companions. Somehow you can sense that they're all standing in a similar situation, similar place. You look down, you find yourself dressed in robes that, as you behold them, it just comes to you, and you know that this is what a judge dresses as.
Oh, I think I see where this is going.
Oh, jeez.
And a assistant cat comes forward and says, "Honored one, your next case is waiting. Are you prepared to make judgment?"
Yes.
Cecilia would respond by saying that she is.
We're a little disoriented by the sudden change in scenery, but, we'll roll with it. Sure.
Send them forth, Abernathy.
Well, your assistant says, since everyone is prepared, your next case, honored one. And he brings 2 women, cats, before you, and a small kitten carried by one of the guards. And he says,
No.
Do we have a sword at hand?
Oh my
Huh?
god, Cecilia. Why would you do this? Why is
No,
the first
no.
thought to kill the child? What the
No,
fuck?
I mean, out of context. Sorry.
Slow down, King Vegeta.
I was thinking more of Solomon, but
I'm sorry. Continue, please.
yes, go ahead. This is out of character that I was asking.
You guys are lucky I'm not taking notes on what you're doing in your own little parallel world. Because that would definitely go in my report.
He brings these women before you and the kitten and says that these 2 women are both married to the same man, who is the father of their child. Each of them claims that the child that they had is this child. They claim that the other one's child died, and that this one is now attempting to steal their child as their own. And they have come before us today to judge what should be done with the child. You may question them as you wish.
I'm going to let other people go first.
No. In fact, you're going first every day.
Hi, Fee wanted to assault a child.
All right. No context needed. That child's going down. You think I'm gonna lose
Oh
to
my
a child?
God.
Come on, you think I'm gonna lose to a child? I got my pride on the line.
I can easily win a debate against 100 babies.
Wow.
I
Oh
would,
my
simply,
God.
I would simply outmaneuver them.
All right. So the quick recap is you've walked into the next room. You're separated from your companions. All you know is that you are now wearing a judge's outfit, and you're being presented a case of two women who each claim a child as their own, claim that the other one's child died, and you are to judge what is to be done with the child. You may question the women. You can all sense and hear like what the answers to the questions that are asked are, but you are all in your own world. You do not actually see.
Am I
Everybody.
still me, or am I like I am a wizard now and I have magic powers, or am I just me?
No,
You
you're
are,
just a
you are
judge.
you.
Oh, okay.
Annar's going to ask,
Zone of truth.
do either of you planning on are either of you planning on leaving your husband?
They each look at you and say, the first one says, no, of course not. But she should be cast out because she is the reason the other child died. And the second one responds with, no, it is her that should be cast out because she caused the death of the first child, of the other child, of her own child.
Real quick.
We're dealing with the. Oh, go ahead. You first.
So I'm just trying to understand the situation.
Oh,
There's two women and one
that's
kid, right? Each are so there's one woman or two women and one kid, and each women are trying to say that they're the mother and that the other woman's child died, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I just want to make sure I understood the situation. Bring in the Kopesh. I got a solution for this. This is ancient Egypt. I've seen this before.
Wow. Okay. Follow-up question. We are here to discuss what is happening with this child. Yes?
Yes, honored one. The living child is the one in question.
Also,
So-
technically,
so-
the second woman did not answer the question.
She
No,
did.
the second woman basically accused the first woman of being the reason that the dead child is dead.
Okay. Annar's going to continue with do both of you love your husband? Do both of you love your husband and any other children and sister wives that you may have?
The second one answers this time and says, there are but the two of us. And while I love my husband, love has little to do with it. It is a matter of order and duty. And the first one says that she does not, but order demands this marriage for her family.
Do they have different
Touche.
husbands or the same husband, or what's going on with that?
They're both married to the same person.
So then what's the problem?
Okay. So yeah, basically that's going to be Annar's question. So what's the problem? You both have a child. It doesn't matter whose child it is. It is your duty to uphold the marriage and raise the child as if they were your own, regardless of whose it was.
Your assistant will say, honored one, it is traditional that since the first one is dead, that it would be considered murder and a annulment of the marriage, as it has disrupted order. Traditionally, but the judgment is, of course, in your hands, honored one.
Don't tell me what I can judge.
Drusus will speak up and say, what are the circumstances surrounding the death of the other child?
According to both women, the dead child was rolled upon in the night
Rolled them on.
and suffocated.
Mm.
They both accused the other woman of getting up in the middle of the night, placing the dead kitten in bed with the other mother, and then stealing the living one.
Do we not then have information about which bed the dead kitten was found in?
Unfortunately, the only witnesses to that are the two mothers, and they both accuse each other. Their cries brought the neighbors, who found them arguing, standing over the body of the dead kitten with the living one playing nearby.
Well, if that just ain't the picture of a happy family.
Isn't it?
Oh, the family's not happy. It doesn't matter. They're honor bound for this. So
Hmm.
Can I roll insight to see if they're lying?
I assume we're just all asking these questions, like, because we're all by ourselves. So, like, we're just all asking these questions for sake of time.
in a matter of speaking, yeah, we're all overlapped and we know the answers to the questions that are spoken.
Okay.
Yes, it's a weird, timey-wimey kind of thing.
Okay.
I see. That's what we're doing.
Well, it's
Um,
mostly for the interest of time, so we don't have to do 8 trials in a row.
I know.
Pretty
and ask
much.
the same question.
So,
Like I
Peng,
said, I'm gonna let other people go first.
you wanted to roll insight against the women?
Yes.
You can roll.
5. Oh,
That's more than 5.
I'm glad.
You can have a 5 if you want.
I roll a 5 in dying. Oh shit, I don't die. While I assume that's God typing there.
Yes.
Gleb,
Yeah, Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
I
You
mean,
spoke first.
no, I'm letting other people go first because I already kind of made my decision. I don't need to interrogate anymore.
Listen, I've been to
But I'm
ancient
gonna let other
Egypt.
people go first.
I've seen where this goes. Bring me Moses and a scimitar.
So Cecilia.
Are
would,
you going to cleave the kitten in twain? Is that it?
Perhaps.
Oh my god.
Yes, he's going to Solomon the kitten.
Listen, wait, are
Well,
kids? So whispers to his bailiff. Are kids not like slimes? Can they not just duplicate?
he said he's doing a Moses, so he's going to cleave the ginger kitten.
Wait, is it a kitten or a kid?
Kitten.
Kitten.
Well,
Oh, I
it's
thought it
a
was a
child.
It
It
is
is a child cat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like it was just a cat, like just a regular cat, not a cat person. I was like,
No,
what?
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
it's a tabaxi child.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
So
Well, listen, it's got 8 more lives. We can spare a couple.
Oh my fucking god.
so
You each get 4 lives. I take one in the middle.
You get 4 lives, and you get 4, and then you get alternating weekend lives.
so Cecilia would ask sternly, like, to the women, how they would feel about the child being given to the other woman. in order to ensure order.
We must do as order demands, they both will answer.
Okay.
How spectacularly useless.
Both
Blip,
women
blip.
Can I
give you a variation of "She killed my baby, tried to steal mine. How
Mhm.
could you give my child to her?"
Yep, this is still not changing my opinions, but I'm gonna let other people
You
go
know,
first.
there's always the reason of taking it away from them both and putting it up for adoption.
Good lord.
I was going to assume that adoption was not an option. I have a different idea.
I'm not saying that's my
I mean, a
plan.
similar
I'm just
idea.
saying
Mhm.
it's an option.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any other questions here before we go to judgment?
Blip, blip
So-
would like to ask each woman what she thinks the other, like he'll ask one at a time. It's like, why do you think, or what do you think is the motive that this woman killed your child and is taking yours? And he'll
Actually, I
ask
do
both
have
of
a
them the same
Go
question.
first. I do have a question to go
Mhm.
first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Okay.
Oh, they said to go first. Okay.
No, I said you go first. I'll go later.
They will each accuse the other of being jealous of their position in the household,
Mhm.
and that they wish to, whatever the reason for the child's death, they wish to have them cast out and always have.
Oh, okay. So they
But
want
it's
top dog.
variation.
They want top dog. Essentially,
That
top
is
cat.
what they're both going to accuse each other of. Yes,
Top
jealousy.
cat.
So,
Oh,
I remember this riddle.
my
Um,
question then, if I mind, and this is
Yeah,
kind
go
of a
ahead.
weird direction,
Yes.
but in this case, it's
Do
relevant.
it.
Can we tell at all what the social status of each of them looks like? Like their caste or whatever it is. Can we get an idea of where each of them are at?
Like warrior and whatnot.
Yes.
Well, they're both gonna. Well, okay, fair enough.
No, I mean like just from looking at it. We're not asking. Like we're just looking.
Well, that I know they're gonna be the same cast. That's about as far as I got.
Well, yes, but I want to know what that caste
Mhm.
is. It's relevant.
It's a good question.
oh,
If and what would we need to roll to do that? Because we don't know.
Who's moved the kitten?
I can.
Oh, look at that kitty. I'm allergic.
You put her on the floor.
Kill, kill.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
try an unorthodox idea.
So I also have one more question from Cecilia
hold on. Wait. Okay.
after.
We had a question about the cast. From looking at them, you have a hard time looking at them, trying to infer what caste they are, whether the same or not. You could always ask your assistant for information on that.
Yeah, we'd ask them. Like we'd ask if we could get a little background. Mostly asking about what caste they are and such. Like because is this like a slave family? Is this a noble family? Kind of like what their social standing is.
The husband that they are married to is of the warrior caste. One is of the craftsman class, and the other one is of the merchant class. There are two castes that must coexist together, basically.
Oh, I have an idea. This is gonna be mean as hell, but the Romans were always a fan of ironic punishments. So I think I know what we're going to do. I think I know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna let everyone else go first.
Mhm.
Is
What-
is the husband
what-
not available for questioning?
Yeah, that was actually my next question.
The
Is the
husband
husband
is
here?
probably gone. The husband is probably like on like patrol or whatever the hell it is. Something to make it so they're not available for questioning. If I had to guess.
The husband is holding the kitten.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh,
That makes sense.
what
All right.
what happens when a marriage is nullified?
If a marriage is nullified in a situation like this, the person in question will lose their social standing. They will be considered almost an outcast within their caste, the lowest of the low, and it is unlikely that they will ever marry again.
So,
Now-
so they would almost become untouchable.
How?
They would still be allowed to practice their craft and their trade, but they would bear the shame of the
Excuse me.
of their actions.
All right, so there will be a stigma.
Mhm.
All right.
I've got an unorthodox test that I want to try.
How
So-
old is this kitten? Is it like a baby, or is it like it can talk?
I'm assuming
It-
they're like a baby.
It is like a baby, like not toddler yet.
Okay,
There's a reason that he's being carried.
got it.
Are the fur markings? What everybody's fur markings? Are they like all black cats, or are one calico and one, etc.? Yeah, yeah.
Clever.
You're making a lot of assumptions right now.
Well, if the kitten is, calico, and the one of the mothers is calico and the other isn't,
The father is a mostly white cat, while the mothers are mostly calico with not calico, tabby with differences in their stripe patterns. Looking at this kitten, if you're looking to tell, like, could they be a product of either union? Yes, they could be.
I figured.
So the dad has a type then.
Oh my God!
no,
No,
this
they're
was
arranged
ordered.
marriages.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Don't worry about it.
They're
Okay.
arranged
Anyways.
marriages.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I'm-
Okay.
Unorthodox test.
Okay. So
Wow.
so
I'm kind of curious as to hear what this test is about, though.
Cecilia would look kind of sternly at sort of each of the mothers and ask them in turn while rolling insight, what the child's name would be, then, or what they would say that the child's name would be.
So you're looking for any sort of hesitation, right? Just to make sure.
Mhm.
Yep.
Is there a chance that the father did it? For unknown reasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to say like my opinions until it comes to
Oh.
it comes to that.
Wow.
Because I have some very specific thoughts right now.
One answers treasure, the other one answers dusty.
Okay.
Dusty treasure.
What were they asking? What were they asked?
The name of the child.
Oh,
But
so
you're looking,
what does the father say?
The father probably couldn't tell which one.
Oh, they're twins. Oh boy.
but one of them is a corpse, so
They were born close enough together and had similar markings.
Is there like a name tag on the one or anything like that? Like,
Nope.
yes,
Serious question.
you're gonna put a name tag on a child.
yes.
Serious question.
Yes.
Yes, they're cats. They don't all wear name tags. Okay, go ahead.
Drusus will look at his assistant and say, "Do we not have access to any sort of divination magic on the matter?"
He looks at you and says, "Honored one, do you?"
Honored one, do you?
Alexa, stop.
No, the divination speaks truth. The divine one speaks truth. Alexa, what is your guidance? Goddess Alexa of knowledge. Adding divination rod to your shopping cart.
I forget. Do you have?
Oh, somebody's mic is hissing.
He says such magic is normally the realm of the priests, and we do not have such. But you, O honored one, do you possess such magic?
I can't wait for him to say, like, give me a day.
No. Actually, I can swing this.
Now,
Oh,
did
boy.
everybody see my comment
No.
in the Roll20 app?
So you're cheating.
No,
That's a fun one.
So you're cheating.
I'm not cheating.
So
I
it's-
did not look it up. It's something I'm recalling.
It's knowledge is not
It's
cheating.
a yes.
No,
It's not
not
cheating.
really a riddle. It's First Kings.
So he will look at both women, and he will explain that he has magic that
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're bluffing. All right. Go ahead.
actually I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
He
I
has
love those wedding photos.
thank you. He has magic that he will cast on each of them in turn, and that they must accept the spell. It will do them no harm. But failure to accept the spell will be an admission of guilt, and he will only ask one question. Do they both accept?
Ooh, he got the zone of truth.
No, I just have charm person.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yeah, I also have a charm person as well.
I
And I
have
was debating.
I have none of that.
I have 2 swords.
You can
Those
split
are
the.
that's
Yeah,
called
if you-
intimidate person.
No, hear me out. I know what Shield's plan is. Clearly what Shield is going to do is attack the child, and the first woman to jump in front of the kid is theirs. Right?
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
You're thinking about it now.
Split the baby into 3, and then you can have one for each parent.
I wasn't gonna go that far. I was gonna actually hit the kid just to see which one of them reacted first. I'm
So
kidding.
did the women accept the charm?
I think he's trying to roll and figure it out and consult with a certain dreaming.
I don't think he actually expected me to bring magic into this.
I don't think he did. No.
They will both accept whatever spell you cast upon them.
They're within 30 feet of me, right?
They can be.
All right. He'll look at the
They can be. Yes.
he'll look at the one that wanted to name it treasure, and he'll cast charm person on her. And am I able to like call them up to the bench, so to speak?
Yep, you are.
Okay, I'll have her come up, and I'll remind her. I'm looking out as her friend. I'm looking out for her best interests, and I need to know whether this child is actually hers or not, so I can know how I need to approach this.
All right. So you're asking the first one up and asking her these things. I assume you're trying to do this as privately as possible.
Yes, I'm also conveying to her that I'm doing this in a way that she's not admitting anything to anyone besides me, her friend.
Yeah, what was your spell DC?
13.
Oh, I thought they accepted it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it was
that
the
was
idea
the
is that
first
they
condition,
auto-fail.
that they allow it to happen.
Or they auto fail.
They auto failed
And
the
if
throw.
they resisted at all, then they were immediately admitting they were
That was
guilty.
an admission of guilt.
Yeah, the thing is, this isn't Zone of Truth. You have no idea.
Hmm.
This isn't Zone of Truth is the one that tells you if they fail it, you know, or if they pass it, you know.
So they both can say that they accept it, but then they resist it.
She looks at you and says, "Honored one, you wound me deeply. We've been friends for many years. You know that this is my child. In your heart, you know this."
All right, I'll do the same thing with the other one.
She begins to cry and say, and weep and say, "Honored one, how could you doubt me? My child, this marriage, you know how much it means to my family. Would you separate a mother from her child?"
Well,
That got nowhere. Quick, put the
Uh,
child in an alligator pit.
is the first one telling me the truth?
You can
Sorry.
tell they are both very upset by this question, and they see you as their best friend, but they're still telling the same story.
But they're both, like, at least as far as I can tell, with an 18 on the first one and a 2 on the second one.
Keep
They're
in
both
mind,
legitimately upset.
keep in mind, in character, you do not know what you.
I know, but I'm just making sure, like, I'm not sensing anything from the first one.
You are not sensing anything from the first as far as other than being upset that you would even question her integrity.
The father, what's your take on this?
My lord, one of these women is a liar and a murderer. It must be known which one it is, so that I may cast her out. Her and her family should not be raised above others, and she should not be near my living child. But
How old
alas,
is the
I know which to believe.
how old is the child?
Real quick. You said so. They're the two women are both. They're from different castes, but those two castes are on relatively equal standing.
Yes, the merchants and the craftsmen.
Okay, thank you.
The child, I think they said not even a toddler. So
There's a direction I'm going with this. How old is the child?
Young.
In human terms, probably about 6 months.
Have you been at home since the birth?
He says, "No, I have been attending to my duties as necessary."
I was afraid of that one.
So when the father says that one of these women is a liar and a murderer, does he actually believe that? As far as we can tell, at least as far as I can tell.
There's a dead child, so probably.
So that's what I'm getting at.
You get the sense that he's not sure, Like maybe he's not sure that it was murder, but the lying about it does elevate it above simple accidental death.
Okay, that was a check for whoever said earlier what if it might have been the father.
Oh, okay.
That question and check was for you.
Gotcha.
No, both women and the father will all agree that the father was not present when all of this happened. He was busy doing his duty.
Duty.
Yeah, this absolutely further locks in my thought. But continue.
I'm ready to go to judgment, I think.
Is anybody not ready to pass judgment?
Anar's still on the fence.
I don't
You
have
have
any.
no
I'm a rogue. I don't have any skills required at this point in time to dig into it. If I was at the crime scene, maybe I could find something. But
Yeah,
was
I'm
there any
opposed.
was there any evidence presented or
The corpse
well,
is your
yeah.
evidence, and that's it.
God, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If my punches do 0 damage, would punching a baby hurt it?
Yes.
No, it would be 0 damage.
You are not allowed. You
Dreamy?
are not going to punch the child.
Dreamy's like, what?
Why not?
There was
Um,
somebody
oh,
earlier suggesting taking a sword to it.
I
That
did
was-
that as a
that was
joke
okay.
because
Child.
ancient Egypt.
Well, punching the child hurt it. Yes, but it won't kill it.
So what you're saying is punch the
Jesus
child and
Christ.
see which one jumps in front of it first.
Yeah, I was going with basically.
I was fucking kidding.
I was
Can
going
I-
with adapting that method to somebody whose punch would literally not damage it, i.e., me.
You were taking the Pengu route of what's going on here.
Yes.
Damn, you got called out, Peng.
I'm wondering if I can sort of roll history to see if Cecilia sort of recognizes this sort of tale.
This is the second campaign in a row where I've wanted to punch a small person.
Like if she's heard of something.
Can it be a hat trick? Will it be a hat trick?
Maybe it's just the big party size that does this to me.
I mean, I would think this does sound familiar to you without even rolling. Like, I have a feeling that this is a tale told of some legendary king's wisdom that has been passed down through the ages. Although his solution involved killing the baby.
Vindication? Question mark.
He did not kill the baby.
And may not have had the same cultural norms
Relevancy.
of mothers.
I know what I want to do, but I can't.
I have no idea who is right and who is wrong.
I don't care. I don't care who's right and who's wrong at this point. I genuinely don't. I can think of one person in particular who is definitely to blame for one reason and one reason alone that is only half relevant.
Sounds like we're ready for judgments to be passed.
I'm ready at least.
All right. What is your judgment?
Oh, I'm going first now. Okay. Well, disregarding everything we've heard, disregarding absolutely everything, there's one crime that is more evident than anything else. And that is the father's lack of faithfulness. Why did this happen in the first place? Because he had two mates. Yes? This means that regardless of what happened, the father is guilty.
Are
The
you
father is
just
guilty of adultery.
it's not adultery in a polygamous society.
Oh, is this a polygamous society?
Yes.
Yeah, they are married to the same cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
That
Yeah,
was
I
said
thought
at the
they were
very
cheating.
beginning.
Fuck.
No,
I
I
know
said at
that.
the
Why?
very beginning that
Ignore.
they are
Okay.
both married to the cat.
Fuck.
What?
Ignore me then. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You wanted to pass judgment on the father. What is your
No.
judgment?
No, I forgot that. I'm backing out of that. I forgot that. No,
You said disregarding everything, so it must be the father's fault.
I didn't.
I think I'm the fucking face.
Yeah,
No, that's
you're
not.
allowed to blame the father.
No,
I'm
that
sorry.
wasn't
I
my
had it.
intent. That wasn't my.
Okay,
I genuinely forgot that. Okay.
We're just
you're
teasing.
fine. Either
Please-
way,
please
you are
give
the
me-
judge.
Please give me a little bit longer. I genuinely spaced on that. Please give me a little bit.
All right, then.
Father.
Anybody want to volunteer to go next?
Put the bloodline right there.
So
Kill the father.
context or out of character, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Heads. All right, off with their heads.
You may pull out.
Heads. It's heads. It's wife one, child. Tails. It's wife two. Here we go.
Didn't the real story actually end with an actual coin flip?
I don't know.
Now
I have
that
no
I'm thinking
idea.
about it,
But
No.
Tails. I guess I'll go first, and I'm giving it to wife two.
She did it, or she's innocent.
And what, O honored one, should be done with wife one?
Oh shit! Forgot about that.
Send them to Azkaban. Catskaban.
After your judgment, I have one more question for the aide.
Flipping another coin. What were the options again?
Whatever you want.
Well, whatever you want. You are the
what
judge.
was
You are the law.
Yes, you are the law in this case. Your judgment supports order. It enforces it. Have I just given you guys too much power? Is that the problem?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm finally good now, but I'm gonna let everyone else go first.
I'm thinking of how I'm going to have Cecilia approach this.
Shield is literally not made for being a judge.
You shouldn't have went to law school, idiot.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ?
Do you wish to let the marriage continue? Do you wish to have her punished in some way? Whatever punishment you set shall be carried out.
I don't know.
Would you like me to go?
Yes.
All right. Here's my solution. Oh, my question for the aide.
Mm-hmm.
In relationships such as this where there are multiple wives, is it a custom for the children of each wife to be born roughly the same time, about the same age, or is that just accidental happened in this case?
That is happenstance according to what order wills. According
All
to
right.
the lot.
Oh, Cecilia's going to ask the aide as well if there is a foster system in place for children who have
Wards of
the-
the state.
yes, wards of the state for children who have had parents or mothers who have been recognized and stripped of their own titles as well.
Why, yes, they are raised by the priests.
Okay.
Those who are orphans are typically raised by the priests according to their caste.
Okay.
Thank you. That is a very good question, and that does help.
Well, then, my judgment shall be that for the time being, this child will be raised in tandem.
Ooh, that's
When
Oh,
when
that's a good idea.
whenever the next wife becomes pregnant, this child will then be considered solely of the other.
Can I reverse my decision and say that instead?
no.
Nope. You made your decision. Remember,
I hope
here's the-
Damn it.
I hope you're keeping track of who
'Cause we don't know
decided
what
on
the other
what, and
one
we'll give a
is.
recap later. At least I'm gonna request that because I wanna. I mean, I'm not logging it. Actually, yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Because remember, Shield, none of us know what the other ones are doing.
Right.
We're
All
just
we
doing
know is
this
like the answers
for
to questions.
time's sake, so we don't ask the same question 8 times.
Okay. So Drusus has passed judgment. Who wants to go next?
Let's take the opposite approach.
Ooh,
Anar
I know what
is
I'm doing.
going to give full rights to the father, dissolve both marriages, but let them retain their standing within the caste, because it would be unfair to punish the true mother for it, but without further evidence or information, it cannot be determined who the actual mother is without intervention. So dissolve both marriages, but let them retain the standing.
That's sort of what I was going to do, but not as deadly.
All right. So what then will Gleb do?
Give me a minute.
I have a comment about size, but I'm going to save it until after everyone else goes.
Yeah, save your comments on anyone else's judgment. You will be asked about them in a minute.
You guys want to go? I'm trying to think of how to word my judgment. If anyone wants to go ahead.
Was Cecilia ready?
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Cecilia's going to pass her judgment and just sort of look at sort of like the responses of the two individuals, but her judgment is going to be that the child itself shall be given up to the crown to be raised as a warrior caste, much like the father is, and the marriages shall be annulled and the women stripped of their ranks for for the because of the uh, murder that took place, um, and by allowing the murder to take place as the other mother as well. One mother for committing the murder and the other mother for allowing such a jealousy to ferment to the point that the murder was committed.
Interesting.
Bird agrees.
Are you having fun, bird friend?
Um,
All right, coming back to Shield. Have you decided what you want to do with the first wife, since you're giving it to the second wife?
Okay. Since the second wife gets the kitten. God. No, I don't.
There's no judgment here. It's whatever you decide. The judgment comes later. It's
That's
whatever
true,
you feel
Sai.
to do. Sorry, what was that?
I said that is true side to what Sai just posted.
No, there is no
Comment.
right answer. That is, there are plenty of wrong answers. There are no right answers.
If you think about it, every answer's wrong.
Like trying to kill the, like trying to punch the baby.
Wrong
Or
answer.
slice it in,
We'll have
or
fun.
slice it in. Yeah, kill everybody. Or slice it in half. Glub glub.
Hey, 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 hey.
Look, if it makes you feel better, the Thursday group would probably have killed the child by now.
To be fair,
And then blamed the
Vlad,
druid on
slicing it in half is probably fine because he can just put himself back together.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Well, the problem is
That's
just
a really
go
good
back
point.
together when the mother's done and taking care of it.
I've decided because first wife, the knowledge is annulled, but she retains her standing, and she can remarry if she chooses.
I
There.
don't. Never mind.
All right.
You know, I was gonna go with the route of each one loses a hand as punishment, but I wasn't gonna say that. They didn't steal anything, so.
It's up to you what your judgment is.
Oh, I know. I just thought that's just a thought I had for a moment. I was like, that'd be weird.
You are Judge Dredd. If you want to execute everybody, you can.
All right, is anyone else going, or
I have
I'm
not
still
gone
trying to
yet,
think. Go ahead.
but
I'm still trying to think of how to word this properly because I'm bad at wording. I know the outcome I want, but I'm trying to word it.
so
Well, what's the outcome you want?
we'll
Well,
do that first. That's fine.
Don't worry about wording. We'll just go with
All
the
right.
outcome.
So he's basically gonna tap his gavel. He's like, "All right, I am the judge. I am here to be impartial, and fair. However, given the circumstances and lack of evidence, I have no choice. Both women will be stripped of the marriage and cast out. Their families, however, are not to blame for this, so their names will not be removed from the family records.
Oh, that's
It is not
wow.
fair. It is not fair
Wow.
to punish the mother. I understand,
Holy
but
shit.
since we cannot tell who the mother is, they will both be forgotten to time, and the baby will remain with the father.
Wow. All right.
The families
That,
are not to
Only
blame, so I cannot punish them for being involved with a potential murderer.
So you're gonna
See, that-
unperson them
that-
both. Wow.
yes. See, I was waiting for somebody to do that.
Listen. I can't. That's the only way to be impartial is to just cut it at the source. You can't make the blame on the father. They agreed the father's not to blame, so he's fine. You can't blame it on the family. They didn't. They weren't they were most likely not involved. I don't see why they would be involved in murdering a child. It benefits them not at all. So it's not fair to punish them by having shame upon their house name. So the best course of action in Glep's mind is just censure. Cast them out and erase them from the books. They will be nameless. Their lives are theirs to do with, but they will have no family ties. They will have nothing but their own agenda. They have, or not agenda. They will have nothing but their own. They cannot rely on their family name no longer, for they no longer have a family name. If they wish to marry somewhere else, it will be so, but they will have no family backing.
That's
All right.
hardcore as
Honest-
fuck.
Honestly,
Well-
that was worded.
That was
Worded
worded
pretty well,
kind of.
honestly.
I have no idea what you guys just said. It said at the same time.
That was worded pretty well, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than I could word it.
No, you're all doing fine. Felix, what was your decision? All right. And then we're back around.
I think we're back around, yeah. At the very least, my decision was relatively easy. I assume we're going with me then, right?
Yes.
My decision was relatively easy because it was more or less what Anar suggested. Annul both marriages. Child will be raised by the priest as part of the warrior caste. No, we're not going to do anything with either woman with lack of evidence. Actually, yeah, there was one more thing. We're going to forbid either of them from marrying again. They'll keep their social standing, but they won't. But they're not going to be allowed to marry again.
Okay, so you're casting them both out.
They're
Keep
not
social-
being exiled.
Well, you're
Just
marriage annulled, right?
yeah.
And what? And the kid stays with the father.
Yep. But they'll keep their social standing, their family name, and anything else.
Okay. I have put into Roll20 my summaries of everybody's judgment. If somebody disagrees with what I've put there, let me know.
Yep.
Mine looks all right.
Yeah, mine looks fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
that looks good.
The assistant says that the trial of judgment is now complete. And what I need to hear from each
Hello?
of you. We'll start with Shield.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah.
No, it didn't die. Okay. I thought my internet died for a split second.
I also want to point out, of course, Cecilia turned this child into her.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah. Like, I was going to say, yeah, that's basically what happened.
But before we get to reasonings, what was going to be Drusus's comment?
Oh, my two comments were you can't just say they can remarry again and they'll be able to. It's a cultural thing. No one's gonna remarry them.
Oh,
So saying they can remarry again doesn't really solve anything. And this is to like 5 of you. I'm not sure single fatherhood is a thing in this society.
right. I mean,
I don't know the fate.
you're right.
No, nobody's saying the husband can't remarry.
Though, keep in mind, we also.
What's he
it
gonna
was
do with the baby in the meantime?
Keep in mind, it was
Well,
also
that's his
explicitly
problem.
mentioned, like the kid would go to the priest
You could have
in,
just
as part of their cast.
Now,
also
Or, ha-
It was
or,
negative.
ha- or, or have the grandparents raise it while he's out doing his duty.
to-
Right.
to be
Either
clear-
way,
Yeah, to be clear, as far as whether or not If you said the baby will go to the father, the judgment will be carried out to the letter of your order.
Yeah, no,
so let it be written, so let it be done.
So I specifically wanted like to go to the priest as part of the warrior cast.
Yep. So if the father remarries, then his new wife would take care of his child. I mean,
Right. But again, it would be carried out according to the letter of whatever you said it would. So let's start. We'll just go in the order here of the judgments. Shield, do you think your judgment was fair? In your heart, do you feel your judgment was fair? That was a yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do you feel anybody else was unfair? You don't have to tell me who. You just have to tell me yes or no. Somebody else was.
Yes.
Are you going to mention who?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
oh, you can
All
through
right.
whisper if you really wanted to.
Drusus, you feel your judgment was fair?
Yes.
You feel anybody else was unfair?
Yes.
I think I see where this is going.
Anar, you feel you were fair?
Yes.
And somebody else was unfair?
No.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
Gleb, you feel you were fair?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm taking medicine.
Actually, that brings up a very interesting point, and I think
Yes, I believe, given the information I had, it would have been unfair to let one of them be unpunished. Therefore,
That's
it
fine.
was fair.
So you believe your judgment was fair. Do you believe anybody else was unfair?
No, they all had the same information as I did, so they made their own fair judgment.
All right.
yeah,
Cecilia,
that's kind of
you feel you were fair?
Hmm. Sorry, I'm still thinking over if Cecilia does think it's fair or not.
I mean, if it's any consolation, NR thinks that the entire situation is unfair, but as far as decision is concerned,
Yeah. So yes and no. So yes, she thinks her decision was fair given the
And does not think anybody else
mission.
was unfair.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
much like Anar believes, she believes the same.
So you don't think anyone was unfair?
No.
Okay.
All right. Felix, do you think you were fair? Do you think anybody else was unfair? And Lauricia,
I believe we were fair. And while we do disagree with with some of the methods used, that in this situation they're the law and the law is final, so we're gonna roll with it. So that's kind of a not sure. It's up to you if you're gonna make me say yes or no on that.
Oh. Actually, I kind of want to change this to
The law
Celia.
is the law. And methods are
okay, you want to change Cecilia's? Cecilia's was
So her own judgment was, or like her own judgment was not fair given the, or like, she.
Cecilia feels that she was unfair
Hmm.
given the circumstances.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, look, in total fairness, like I am blameless here because I was the one who said I know where this is going. So
Yeah. She reasons that her judgment was not fair. Um, uh, like she didn't give a proper judgment. She feels, given the lack of information that she was able to gather. So she wasn't able to give a proper judgment at the time, with full knowledge of the results. And I would also change the judgments of everyone else to also be unfair, given that none of us also knew.
Interesting.
good logic, by the way.
I find it interesting you're the only one willing to say that you were unfair. But we learn more about each other. And Gleb, the heart that you are carrying feels heavier. Because of course it does.
Lovely. I need to cut back on the cholesterol. I assume I tell the group that it feels heavier.
Well, do you assume you tell the group, or do you actually tell the group?
Well, I told the group last time, so I assumed I would tell them again this time.
Yeah, I don't
maybe.
recall you telling anybody last time.
Well, we kind of ended right at the end there, so I didn't really have a chance. But I thought it was, I don't know. I feel like I have no reason to hide it, but
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like I'd have no reason to hide it. Like, hey guys, this thing is heavier now.
Arms are riddles. Okay. All right. Well, you pass from this chamber because the door opens in front of you, allowing you to the next phase of the trial. You find yourself reunited as a group.
Oh shit. So that was weird.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Now, do we have recollection of what the others said, or do we just have our own information, unless shared? Like, does it just like flash into our minds? Here's what everybody else did, or is it like, you know, if you want to know, they got to tell you?
No, you're aware of what everybody else did.
Okay.
It's a weird shared perception type of situation.
Okay.
You feel the weight of their judgments.
And my guess is that's the one that you thought Dream was the monster on, Dreamy.
Yep.
Hey, I liked this one.
Oh no, not a Sphinx.
I absolutely hated it.
A Sphinx in this economy?
Oh, I didn't like it either, but you know, what
boy,
can you do?
What has 3 sides? Two.
You after Shield gets done chopping you up.
Oh, I wish. Just dodge.
Do you know what Jello looks like going through a meat grinder?
Do
We're
you?
about to find out.
Oh,
I was talking about the Sphinx in all fairness.
What about the
I want it dead.
Poor
Already.
Confirm
Dreamy.
that Dreamy was actually the mother of the kitten all along.
And so you chose the cutest possible kitten in there.
All
You
kittens
should,
are cute.
you
But
should have chose that. You should have chose the aliens.
Debatable.
You should have done that.
You should make that the
It's
Sphinx for the
adorable.
next. Hey, you know what? You should make that the Sphinx for the next puzzle.
Replace every Tabaxi character's token with that.
Oh boy.
Adjust their face.
The Sphinx we meet is a giant version of the child that we just condemned to be.
Various forms of life.
Yep.
Hey,
I
at least
gave it a loving household. I don't know what you all are talking about.
Yeah,
at
loving.
least none of you decided to chop it in half.
Yeah.
Were you
that
actually
We haven't
concerned?
got rid of its mother.
Were you concerned that one of us would actually choose that? Your silence speaks volumes.
The correct answer is yes.
Your silence speaks volumes, Dream.
I was less concerned that one of you were going to choose that. However, the one back here biting her lip.
did choose it?
No, was afraid that you were going to choose chopping it in half. One of you.
Well, blame ancient Egypt for that one.
Mesopotamia. Wasn't it Mesopotamia? It's King Solomon.
Yeah, Rome
Yes.
doesn't have a Solomon Tale equivalent, so you lucked out on that one.
Yeah. All right. So
I think Rome does, but not exactly the same.
Not about chopping a baby in half.
All right. Anyway, you walk into a long pillared hall with a sphinx resting at one end.
Do we know what a sphinx is?
I don't know. Do you know what a sphinx is?
I don't
So
know. Is this
history.
Arcana?
Monstrosity?
Are we rolling or are we just going to say no?
Can I roll history or one of the other?
That's what I'm asking. Is what am I rolling here?
All right. Sphinx is a monstrosity, so let's go with Arcana.
That's what the table says. Hoorah!
I know what it is.
Yeah, 50-50.
Hey, shit, that's
Nope, we
pretty
sure
good.
don't. Sure don't. It's not a 20.
That is a horrible roll.
I got a 20.
You did get a 20.
Congratulations.
You have been tested in action, in judgment, and now you will be tested in wisdom, the Sphinx says.
Hey, just kill me now.
Oh no,
Wisdom.
that's my
Wisdom.
dump stat.
Oh no. Oh no, wisdom,
Yeah.
my dump stat.
Anna's gonna flunk.
Intelligence
Celia.
is fine, but wisdom, no.
Our wisdom caster isn't here.
No, I'm here.
Our other wisdom caster
Yeah.
isn't here.
Fair, fair.
She says, you must answer my riddles to be allowed to pass to the next room. Or you may attempt to fight me and make this a test of arms.
Shield. Wait a minute.
That seems unwise.
Hold your
And
horses,
we are
shield.
actually doing that in character.
I look up a
No.
I mean,
Any
you
sort of
can't.
sentence
Nobody's
that
stopping
begins
you.
with and you look up, the answer is no.
Do you trust yourself to keep that out of your character's decision making?
I don't know.
Then I
So
would.
I
Then the
will
answer
not.
is no.
She says, my first riddle is thus. I am light as a feather, but even the strongest man cannot hold me for much longer than a minute. What am I?
Breath.
Can you repeat that, please? Like, yes, the answer is breath, but can you repeat that anyway? Just so I
I
can
am
write
light
it
as a
down.
feather, but even the strongest man cannot hold me for much longer than a minute.
What is love, baby?
A
The
breath.
answer is
Final answer.
absolutely breath.
Yeah.
I'm bad at riddles, so I'm glad I got that one instantly.
Although, isn't it 2 minutes?
riddle.
Hyperbole. Approximation.
Look, some people can hold it like for up to 4 or 5 minutes, but they're not the usual person.
Trained.
Yeah, they're trained. I am tall when I am young and short when I am old. What am I? And yes, breath was the correct answer.
I'm impressed you told people that.
I am tall when I was young, but short when I am old. Yeah.
Candle.
Yeah. Exactly. Candle.
Ah, very good.
Correct.
And you thought you were going to be bad at this.
I thought I was going to be bad at fighting it.
We are showing wisdom by not fighting it.
Yes.
Debatable.
I am taken from a mine, shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released. And yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?
Repeat after wooden case.
I am taken from a mine, shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?
The wooden cage part is what has me.
Wooden case.
Oh,
I am
case.
taken from a mine, shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I'm used by almost everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Almost
Still-
everyone.
Still that.
I don't have any ideas. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut up in a wooden
I really don't.
case.
Like, this is another case where my character is smarter than me.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of anything in a wooden case.
It's metaphorical, that's obvious, but
From a mine.
like
It's okay.
it's
Probably
metaphorical.
there.
What? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
She says, do not be afraid of failure.
Like I said, my character is smarter than me. So I'm not sure what to do here.
Well, if you can roll 20 on intelligence or wisdom, I'll let you have it.
Literally
Or at
can't
least
because
some sort of nudge in the right direction, probably, because well, not with that. Actually, that is a 20.
literally can't because my
Yeah.
wisdom
Cool.
and intelligence are both -1.
We
Oh,
probably
Jesus Christ.
maybe
Anna.
a nudge more than the actual answer.
Well, I was going to give it
First,
to you with 20, so.
Can we have a like? I mean, I like the idea of trying to figure it out, but I also acknowledge I'm not the only one with a choice. So
I mean, me too, but I'm not sure.
What do you
I
get
think
from a
it
mine?
will take longer for Dream to think of a hint.
What do you
I
get
can
out
give
of
you a hint. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, tell us. What do you think it is?
sir, please say something.
The rules have
Yeah,
nothing
please.
to do with this, Bacon.
it
That
doesn't.
was to get a freebie.
Those of you who are teachers, see this one every day. Unless your kids all have computers, in which case I can't help you.
They
Oh,
do
I know
all
what
have
it is.
computers nowadays, by the way, but god damn it.
Pencil. Wait, no.
You don't,
Why am
you
I
don't get
still
pencil
stuck?
from a mine.
Graphite,
lead.
yeah.
It'd be
It's a fucking
lead.
pencil. It's graphite. That
lead,
makes sense. Duh.
lead.
Yes, it is a pencil.
Wait, I have a
Well,
question.
yeah, it would be
I
pencil
have an
lead.
in-character question.
Yeah.
Would they even have pencils back then? I thought they used ink and quills.
I mean, well, no, it's not. The answer isn't pencil. It's lead. It's in the pencil.
It's a pencil lead.
Yes, but it only makes sense if pencils exist.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure
Right.
lead is used in other stuff.
Right.
Lead poisoning.
I mean, it's not lead. Is the thing.
You know,
Well,
when
you
he
can
said
mine lead from a mine.
when he said
It's
teachers,
not
I initially
lead.
thought chalk. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Chalk-
lead.
Chalk is used more than pencils nowadays. Honestly,
I don't
You
know.
know-
I still make
on if
pencils
your
with
school has a
pencils.
smart board or not.
We don't
Might
have
have-
smart board.
Talk to
I've
that.
been literally fiddling with a mechanical pencil in my hand right now.
I mean,
that's not a
Anar's
wooden
Anar's a
Wooden-
scribe.
Yeah, wooden casement happened around 1560. It's a bit of an anachronism, but it's a riddle.
Pencil's magical.
Magic pencil.
All right, good job, Megan.
Again.
Is there another one?
Let's see what else we got here.
Roll a d8. It's a 2. Oh, it's 3.
Nope, it's
Oh,
6. We'll go with 6.
Hey,
I am
2
always
plus
coming,
2.
but never arrive.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yesterday. Oh.
Eh.
Today's the tomorrow we worried about yesterday.
What
I
is
could-
today? But yesterday is tomorrow.
I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I?
Old?
Repeat.
Bell?
Repeat that, please.
Yeah, I'm just going to start copying and pasting these into.
It's
Yeah,
it's
especially
hard
especially when you say
it's hard
4
to-
words that all sound alike.
Oh, told. Okay.
Joke?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my second. Oh,
Joke.
Yeah, joke,
I like
maybe.
joke.
Joke is correct.
I'm glad that me and Cecilia got that one. Then our theming.
First, I thought you said yoke, and I'm like, what?
Crack a yolk. Make a joke.
well, my first thought was an egg.
I thought bell because when it said told is in toll a bell, but then it's spelled.
I am always hungry, must always be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red. What am I?
Fire. A fire.
Yes.
You're all better at this than I would be.
It's because there's 6 of us. 7.
The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
Footsteps.
Yeah.
What?
She says, very good. And the door opens to the next
How is
room.
that footsteps?
If you take a
walk, you leave
footstep,
a
then you've
footstep.
left a footstep behind you.
Oh.
Not specifically a footprint, but it's close enough.
You take a step, you leave a footstep behind you.
Okay.
And Gleb,
Stop wanting to be
Yes.
funny.
I hear the cat talking.
the heart feels about as half as heavy as it did before.
Half is
Yay!
heavy. Okay.
We did good. Because we're not judging anything, so
I
we
don't
don't have
mention that.
so we don't have 8 conflicting opinions.
Glep doesn't mention that one.
I like to think that I got 3 of those for us.
All right, Certos is off to the side.
Excuse me.
Something.
With like the theater theming of Cecilia's like the spell names. I'm glad I got like the joke one. Right.
All right, who feels like combat?
It's
You,
combat
you.
time.
Everybody but Anar.
I'm sure Certos wouldn't feel like combat either.
Drusus might not.
That depends.
Shield
Is it
definitely
one-on-one or
wants
group
combat.
I.e., do I have a meat shield or no?
Do I have a meat shield? Do I have my magic?
Oh, you don't
Uh,
have a meat shield.
You have magic here in this realm.
Well, Dream is getting things set up. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Soon.
Hey, I'm
There we
back.
are.
Great timing. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay, initiative is up here.
I'd love to roll initiative if I could find me.
Are you not on the page?
Nope.
I don't think I am either.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
see shield
we're not
either.
for that fight. There you are, and there you are. You find yourself in a place with sand all around, with the door to the next room blocked by warriors who come up out of the sand and form themselves, standing ready to face you. I'm just going to put the doors over here. Shield, you're the one up first.
Yay. Okay.
I am.
Oh, I should be the one.
I
Sorry.
rolled real bad on my initiative. I'm going to be back though, while everybody takes their turn since I'm basically last.
I rolled a 19.14. But I did have Celia selected.
Are you not in this for some reason?
Not the turn order, but yeah, 19.
There we go. I fixed it.
Okay, somehow you just ended up as a 3.14.
Ooh,
Maybe
you're
because
pie.
he clicked the tracker this time, so.
All right, let's sort things. So Cecilia's up apparently.
Okay. So Cecilia's just going to get up close like this and so, she's then going to take a dodge action and draw her dagger on her. Okay, and that's what she's going to do.
So I know it's not my turn, which means you don't have to answer like at all. But I just want to ask, is it at all clear that they're hostile? Just immediately.
They seem to be taking a stance ready to defend themselves and prevent you from getting to the door.
Okay, so that's good enough.
Okay, so
You know
I'm
where
gonna
they're hostile? Not until they attack.
I am gonna run up
But I
to
figured I'd bring it up, like, because I have the feeling I know what's about to happen.
this one right here
But I figure I'd bring it up anyway.
and attack her with my short
Yep.
sword.
Yep, there it is.
Hold on.
Well, Drusus didn't tell him to wait, so he took that as a green light.
Yeah, pretty much.
I probably
I'm actually
shouldn't
gonna
have said
use
anything
my
at all now that I think about it.
That's kind of why I did what I did with Cecilia. Like she's scoping out the
Yeah,
situation first.
I'm realizing I probably should not have said anything because that was a little unfair to Peng.
I'm going to use my giant smite. I'm gonna become large. And
Make
I'm
my
gonna attack
monster
with my
grow.
short sword. My short sword.
All
I'm
right.
assuming a 21 hits.
21 will hit.
I wasn't nearby. News phrasing.
And then I get an extra 1d6 of damage on the target. So 10 damage.
All right. You stab at it. Stab through it, actually, because your hand passes through. It stumbles back a little bit. The comes together like there's still like a hole there. Anything else you're doing?
Yes, I'm going to use my scimitar in my other hand to stab at it again. Did an 11 hit?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna flavor it as you pass through, but you kind of pass through the grains of sand. Um, Even though you miss based on armor class.
Okay.
It just kind of flows around.
I think that's my turn. And that me becoming large lasts for 1 minute. So I'm assuming that's a round.
10
10
rounds.
rounds.
One round is 6 seconds, so 10 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Now we get to see what they do in action.
Well,
And they're
one of
made
them,
of
anyways.
sand, right?
They're coarse and they get everywhere.
Ugh.
Thanks, Anakin.
I hate that. I hate that quote.
All right, well, the first one advances on Cecilia and takes his weapon, also made of sand, and tries to hit her with it. Just use claw.
The claw.
7 misses.
It's not really a claw; it's more of a pole arm, but the sheet has claws. So yes, 21 for 4 damage.
7 misses. I took a dodge action.
Okay. And it does not have multi attack. Larisha.
Well, we're conflicted. First off, we've seen Shield try to attack the thing, and it didn't do anything. But we also know that they just tried to attack Cecilia.
The small one has a permanent hole in it right now. Or the one that Shield attacked has a permanent hole.
He missed with the scimitar.
So
Or
no, it
with-
did nothing.
The first attack left a permanent hole in the sand.
Did it?
Yes, he stabbed through it, and there is now a hole in its chest. He stabbed with the short sword.
Okay.
I am back.
Hello.
Did I miss my turn?
Hello, back.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Okay.
Reload your sheet, or reload the roll 20 sheet.
Make shield big. Oh my.
Okay. Well, let's see. Sorry, I admit I should have thought of this more. I really should have, but I didn't, and I feel a little bad. Thinking is really hard, apparently. So I'm thinking, I don't think there's a way to do what I would like to do, but I'm going to ask just in case. Like, again, I have the feeling I know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. If right here, where the red line is,
Mm-hmm.
if I used a line-based spell, I think it's got a radius of 5 feet. Well, not radius, but like width of 5 feet. Could I somehow clip those 3 without hitting Cecilia or Shield? Or would it just be the 2?
You clip those 2 that you're passing through.
So, okay. And I don't. Okay. But that's about it. All right, cool. Well, considering we don't have a better idea, we're gonna do that. I think it was right here. Yeah, right there. But it wouldn't clip Cecilia or Shield, right?
No, it would not.
Okay.
I'll get an
And
idea
yes,
for
I
next
acknowledge
turn.
we could do like this, but that would also like, or I mean, from like right here maybe, but that would also hit Cecilia. So I think from like right there is probably the way to go. So we're gonna move up. Oh, do we have half movement range?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering because this is sand. Okay. We're gonna stand over here. Like I think you said we have all of our like stuff, right? Just reflavored, right?
Sorry. Yeah, you have all of your stuff. You are
Cool.
you. Right?
Cool. So we can. Oh, I could have done that, and so that would have nailed Cecilia. So, all right. So we're going to pull out a small device that looks like it's made from a turkey baster, or at least adjacent to it. And we are going to use it on the one on like those two because I already drew the line through them. All right. So it's
Okay.
not going to draw the line from my token. We're going to pull, I guess, a device that looks like a turkey baster, and we're going to shoot out a stream of acid from it, I think. So I think that is, yeah, 13 save. I think it's one roll, right?
Well, they each make dex saves. So
Yeah, I
two
get,
dex.
yeah,
Damage rolls one roll, yes.
Yeah, damage rolls one roll.
right. So one passes, one fails. Because like I think defender wins, no, like always. So
Yeah.
Right.
Roller wins.
It was these two, right?
no, it was
These
those
two?
two. Yes.
It's
Okay.
it's not.
And acid spray is a save or suck, right?
Yeah. If they get hit, then they take that much damage at the start of the turn or until concentration breaks. So that doesn't even apply immediately. It's just when they act. Well, the first one acts. The second one doesn't care. This kind of sucks. We can change that later. It's fine.
And you've kind of left yourself open for attacks that might break the concentration.
Yeah, you know. We're locked in at this point. We're locked in at this point.
Can I get the text that spell?
Yeah, go ahead. Like I feel like I'm realizing no, it's probably not the best idea having done that. It's renamed. It's not actually called that. That's
It's
renamed.
not actually called acid spray.
No.
What was it originally?
I think it was Tasha's Caustic Brew, something like that. It's not actually called acid spray. That's renamed.
We've been putting it in parentheses just so we can get the so
Oh,
it's not lost.
sorry. I should be doing that. Thank you. I'll
I mean,
fix that.
granted, I did a full rename last time, but it makes sense to have the actual
You're right.
name.
I didn't think of that. I'm sorry.
No, that'll help. That way I know what spell I'm actually looking at.
My bad. Sorry. I'll fix it. I didn't even think of that.
Okay, so you're concentrating on that for a minute, and it takes the 5 acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
It's probably going to get broken immediately, but whatever.
All right, so you're concentrating
do
on
well.
the first one. Will take damage. It's covered in acid currently.
Yep.
Anything else you're doing?
We can't, so we're not going to.
All right, Drusus.
That's 5 feet wide too.
Let's see. The one with a hole in it looks like
There,
he'd
I
like to
fixed
be
it,
glass.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Never
Look.
mind. I was gonna try to make him glass, but never mind.
Yeah,
ice.
unfortunately, your firebolt misses. And that's all you're doing? All right, Anar.
Okay. I forgot to thingy measure. Oh, 60-foot range. Okay. We'll do the far left.
Far left.
I said go away.
So it needs an intelligence save.
It's sane to keep me that intelligent.
You would be surprised.
I mean, it's as intelligent as you are. As Shield is.
So it's got a -1 then.
It says that.
Yes, sir. But otherwise not moving, so that'll be the end of his turn.
Flying up.
So it takes 2 psychic damage and has to subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw.
I'm showing 20 feet up, so we'll be 20 feet up if I was there or not.
Okay.
Good enough. So the one on the left there charges up, and the sand under it lifts it up into the sky. It's not exactly flying, but it is lifted up into the sky 20 feet.
Hello there.
However, that is a dash action, so that it cannot really do too much else.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, they're adjacent for sneak attacking.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. 10. Well, that depends. Is he going to get up there 20 feet in the air?
And they both have bows. Both are rogues.
That's true.
Yeah.
One, two, three. Okay, so just. What does the save on that? All right. Larisha needs to pass a DC 10 dexterity throw. At
Let's just
the
do that
one.
for me.
Yeah,
Save, or I guess it doesn't matter.
save.
I
It
guess it doesn't
depends on
matter.
if you got proficiency with it or not.
We don't, so it doesn't matter. It's fine.
You pass it, but what it does is it like raises its palm and blows, and sand and dust blow towards you in a 15-foot cone. But you are able to like shield your eyes in time.
Do we take half or 0?
No, you're not blinded.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Pocket sand.
Thank you,
Yes,
Dale.
they're made of sand.
Body sand. Existence sand.
Move. All right. All right, this one comes over and also tries to assault Shield with his sand weapon.
So
It's like a breath
dexterity
weapon,
save?
except it's sand.
No, this is actually its weapon.
Oh, okay.
Close.
No, it does not hit me at all.
All right, this one will approach Larissa and also try the claws. which,
Yeah.
like I said, is its weapon. It's just
Well, that definitely lands. Is it a save or is it? Actually,
no,
wait a
it's
second.
just 5 damage slashing.
All right, all right. No, you know what? No, screw that. Screw that. I refuse.
No.
What's your AC
That
normally?
15, so that blocks it.
No,
Block
beats
it.
it. So it
15 plus 5 is 20.
right. Isn't it meet it?
Yeah, yeah. It,
Or
Yeah,
beat
so
it,
then,
you get hit?
So it's 0.
No,
no,
no.
the attacker wins.
It's you have to beat it.
What?
Huh.
Right.
Oh wait, no,
What?
actually, it is meter higher.
I thought it was
So
me. Okay.
no, that would still fail.
Whatever.
Whoever
you would still get hit.
whoever rolls gets the tie.
Right. Okay. So then, all right. Can I take that back, or do I have to go with
You
it?
can take it back. Don't worry about it.
All right, fine.
All right.
Like I
Felix.
would have not been surprised if you had said yes. I was required to do that.
Yeah, but you'd have no reason to shield.
Right.
Out of character.
But on the other hand, it's like you make a stupid decision, you're stuck with it.
Yeah, but that wasn't a stupid decision. Like I attack the king. That was I didn't know the rules that well. Therefore, I'm not going to get punished for it.
Okay.
I mean,
You didn't like I attack the king. Can I take that attack back after I rolled to hit? No, you attack the king.
Yeah, shield's
Okay.
kind of metagaming anyway, but
Yeah.
Oh wait,
It kind of is.
hang on a sec. What's the DC on that? 15? I think it's 15, right?
What?
what's the DC on what?
What?
Save. Concentration save. I think that's 15. I think it's 15.
No, it's 10.
10 plus the damage taken. 15.
No, it's 10 or half the damage taken, whichever side.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
My
So if you
bad.
take
So
30,
if you
it would
get
be
hit with
15.
if you get hit with more than 20 damage, that's where it starts being above 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, we're still fine, but okay.
Yeah, so you're fine.
All right.
Yeah,
I
you're good.
apologize. All right.
All right. So Felix.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
All right. You take a chunk out of it with your sneak attack.
Nice. Cecilia gives off a whistle as you seeing you in
Did you
action.
just catcall Felix?
More like good job.
All right. And that was all you were doing on that turn? Was just. All right.
I'm going to
This
assume this
one-
one attacks me.
This one up here, yep, attacks you.
Nope, definitely not.
Tries anyway.
You sure 6 doesn't hit you? I don't know.
I'm positive.
You can slip in the cracks, be sand.
Well, Gleb, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna stab this one. Here.
He's
Next
20
to
feet in
me.
the air.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna worry about it.
Well, I thought he was standing on a large pillar of sand.
I mean,
he
I have
jumped.
ranged capabilities.
I thought he jumped. Can you eat your soul knife at him?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
basically range.
it is a large pillar of sand, but it's more like a sandstorm under him. It's not solid. There's nothing you can tell. There's nothing there that you could actually.
I throw my acidic slime at him.
So for all intents and purposes, it's flying.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's flying. It's just flavor.
Now, do I
Rising out of pillar.
get sneak attack on him since I haven't one adjacent, but he's not, but he's flying?
Are you within?
I'm adjacent.
Yeah, but you're technically you're in the space adjacent to him, but
No,
It doesn't matter. I'm within 5 feet of them.
Because
Yep.
they're flying. Anar's flying.
So yes, you get damage and you get sneak attack.
Oh yeah. NR is also flying. All right, so that's 11 psychic damage. Wow.
All right.
And then I will bonus action conjure another one. So close. And 5 more psychic damage.
The pillar of sand completely falls apart back into the sand, back into the ground.
Thumbs up for Glip Glip.
Yay! Double knife action. Let's go.
All right. And is that all you're doing?
Yeah. I love psychic knives. Just being able to throw 2 is fun.
This one moves down and also tries to attack shield with advantage.
Oh yeah, they're flying.
15 hit.
No.
I think that's the one that got sprayed on. Is it, or is that a different one?
No,
One in front
that
No.
it was
My
this
bad.
one
Okay.
and this one.
Right. Okay. My bad. Well, only one of them because the other one failed. Okay.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Yep. Well, Cecilia, you're up.
Cecilia is going to move over in this direction next to Laricia. Laricia, and
Oh wait, 1 second. I forgot something. And when the one when the one died, it explodes into sand everywhere.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
So Anar needs to make a DC 10 con save.
Do I also need to make one?
No, because
Yeah.
you're not right.
5 feet. It was 20 feet in the air.
Oh, 5 feet? Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
so
No, that's fine.
go ahead.
I was just going to say that he got rained on, but that's about it.
You're good. Cecilia, you're up.
Okay, so Cecilia moves a bit closer to Laricia to provide a bit of protection against just to help watch Laricia's back. As Cecilia then sort of lunges at the one close by with this one that's already been damaged by Felix.
All right.
With the dagger.
Nice crit.
Well, that's going to hit.
One.
The highs and the lows.
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is that both of
Okay.
us then?
Only Cecilia. She's the only one with 5 feet.
Of which I thought. Which? Oh, that one. Okay, I misunderstood. All right.
That one.
Okay.
I thought he was attacking the other one. That was my misunderstanding. Okay.
You are also fine.
And then she'll follow up with
Howard.
an armed attack against the nearby other one. So, kind of a swift jab. With the sand being blasted by the other one, she was kind of thrown off balance.
All right. Shield. You got 3 of them around you.
This one. With my scimitar. One and 19 hits.
19 will hit.
8, and then I'm gonna roll the giant smite thing. So 12 damage.
All right. You leave a nice big slash in it. It kind of shrugs it off. Ready to go again. Anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna use my other action, or my 2-weapon fighting thing, to use my short sword on the same one, I guess.
So since that thing is
13
supposed
hit.
to be a Zelda reference, can Shield suddenly learn how to do the spin attack?
No.
Just spin the stick once, it'll be fine.
Does a 13 hit?
13 will hit.
Then this is gonna be minus the 3, so
5.
5 damage.
yeah.
Can you apply Giant Smite with every attack that you do?
Once
thought-
per turn.
Ah, fair enough.
So you plunge it in. And it seems to kind of be barely holding together there.
Oh, so it's almost dead.
Yeah, like it's dripping sand out of it, but you can see like you can see like a fuzzy glowing outline of what's holding it together, but the sand is like rapidly draining out of it like an hourglass almost.
For the record, you are in any square that I decide to make around those 3 people.
So you're
I
doing
think
anything
that's
else?
why you're trying to get.
No, that's my turn.
Okay.
Right. So at this point, we probably maybe should try and back off.
Cecilia's got you covered.
Well, I mean, I'd still take an attack of opportunity if I walked away or tried to,
You can disengage and walk away.
but that doesn't mean we attack things. Look, we're just going. Look, we're gonna try and stun it so that we can back off safely. That's probably a good idea.
Mhm.
So let's do that. Do we hit? No, we don't. Not with that. Nope. So we're not going anywhere. If we can't quite, if like, it's really hard to try and stun sand, so we're kind of hosed there. And we're ending our turn then because we can't really disengage safely, so we're not going to.
All right, Drusus.
I mean, you could back off and use your reaction to shield if they get a to hit.
Ah, yes, because they would roll or because they would roll low enough for that to work.
I mean, as long as they roll anywhere between a 15 and 20 or 15 19, it works. Just saying. It's an option.
It is.
There's sand in my eye.
There's gotta be.
Oof.
That's it.
All right, you fire early and down into the sand. Anar,
Right where the purple square is.
Webb, you say?
Web, you say.
Mean I need to make a dex save too?
You're within the square,
You're in the square. Yep.
which is why I've asked you to step back.
3 dex saves from the sand people and 1 from a shield.
Hey, you made it.
Got one of them.
Going clockwise. There you are.
Shield
I
made it too.
honestly did not hear you asking me to step back.
I also
Sam
posted
was
it in
too
chat.
loud.
Oh,
But yeah,
shit,
yeah, we're
I
done.
did not see that. Oh well, too late now.
Oh well. No worries.
So the one who's webbed also gets the acid damage when it gets to their turn.
You broke free, so all's good that ends well.
Oh, right. It is the same one, isn't it?
All right, this one moves down. Again, does the thing with the blowing of sand, but except like gathers it up together and seems to cast it at you.
Hadouken.
And or cast it into the direction of Larisha. And the only one of you whose hit points it affects is Felix. Felix, you're incapable of magically being put to sleep, right? You're half elf. So you kind of sneeze, but it has no effect on you otherwise.
Bless you.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, okay.
Yes, that was sleep.
I see.
And with an 18, the only person it could have put to sleep was Felix, and Felix can't be put to sleep.
We are 1 point higher than what it rolled, so we'll take it. It could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, you could have been asleep.
Yeah.
Then Cecilia would have woke you up.
Gee, I wonder who this is attacking.
Me. It fears me.
With advantage.
Well, it's going to step out of the web and then attack you.
Still has advantage.
Flanking.
Didn't need it.
Yeah.
Which number am I looking at?
The 23.
23.
Yeah,
The
it's
biggest
a
one.
23 hits.
6 slashing damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
And then it crits for 500.
Ugh.
Coup de grace.
Which is French for coup de grace.
Which is Italian for, I don't know, I don't speak Italian.
I roll 3, whatever. 1, 2. Larisha, claws.
Yeah. Okay. No.
All right.
No.
Quick, use shield.
That one we actually like block, so.
You just slip to the left as it claws at you. Nope. Not again.
I mean, to the right, Cecilia's in the way.
I mean, you got 5 feet. You got 5 feet apart.
All right. Felix.
You have advantage as well.
Yeah, you do.
Didn't help.
Wow.
Oof, my guy. Felix, come on now.
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit.
I thought you were supposed to be teaching me.
Anything else you're doing, or just staying there to give shield advantage?
Thank you.
Remind me, web is restrained or grappled?
Restrained.
I don't think there's many spells, if any, that actually grapple, are there?
Whoops, wrong button.
There's like an earthen fist one, I think.
And yeah, it also just restrains.
Yeah, the earthen grasp does the restrain.
All right. Well, it's going to try and make a strength check to break free.
It takes the 5 damage from Lauricia's acid.
It's not going anywhere.
Not that one. That one passed its save for the acid.
Oh, wait, that is one that. Okay, Cecilia killed. Okay,
One's already dead. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
okay.
So it completely fails to get free of the webs. The sand is stuck in place.
All right, which one of these is like on the cusp of death?
The one was trained in the webs.
Okay, so now I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna target this one with my Aztec slime. It's a 21 to hit, and that's 15 points of psychic damage. Wow, that was a perfect. That was a beautiful sneak attack.
Nice.
All right, that's 15 points of damage.
It's still up.
Room for improvement, but yeah.
All right, I will throw my other knife at it.
Yep, sand was pouring out of it about as fast as it could come in.
All
right, so that's 8 points of damage.
Does it even?
Pretty sure that dies.
Does
It
it
doesn't
even
do-
take like time to Does it even take a reload or whatever, or is it just ready to
No,
go?
it's just when the knife appears. So okay, so the knife is it only manifests when I make the attack action. First off, and then after I make an attack with it, I can conjure a second one in my offhand as a bonus action to make an attack with, as long as that hand is free.
Okay.
So it only works when I attack, and then it eats up my bonus action.
He's
Yeah, I
silent.
figure he's just like pointing tentacles at it like pew pew.
Like little acid bombs that just dissolve on contact, but don't leave any mark for whatever reason.
All right. Well, shield needs a Constitution save.
Yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't leave a mark, and it makes it just disappears after. It's pretty cool. The ultimate assassination tool. Uh-oh. Anyway, that was all I can do. So I'm gonna, because I had to get ready for work, so I had to get gas. So I'm gonna, if the fight's still going on, I'll be on mobile, but I gotta get ready for work.
You're just gonna slurp into
You
the
want
sand.
like Cecilia or someone to hold the ore and hold the heart now?
No, he'll still hold it. It's just because I still have it in my
Oh, wait.
pseudopod hand.
He's holding it. That means he doesn't have both hands free.
No, it's in my pseudopod arm.
Okay.
I specifically held it there so I can attack with both hands. Where is it? This.
Well, I was just wondering, is all. Okay.
Yeah.
If it gets heavier or lighter as a result of this, would you tell people?
I told him it got heavier, but I didn't tell him it got lighter.
I see. You're a bad news bear. Got it.
Yes. Also, I mean, assuming the heart doesn't weigh more than 10 pounds, it's still being held.
What?
Because that's as much as I can hold. All right. Anyway.
All right.
I gotta dip.
If it does,
I'll be
I'll
on
have like
mobile.
Cecilia carry it or something.
Yeah. All right. I'll be on mobile in a little bit. I gotta get ready.
No problem.
But bye for now.
Bye.
So, am I blinded now?
Yes, you are blinded.
By the
One steps out of the webs and believe it or not, this it'll try and attack Felix back because it's not very smart. And that puts us on to Cecilia.
Okay. Cecilia is going to run around this guy and work on stabbing him this time. Okay.
Oh, well, that was not happy.
Oh.
It's okay. It's still
Yeah.
Like, it still
seven-
hits. It's a 16.
16.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, okay, you'll have to roll the arm damage there.
It's actually the first time I've seen it without the little atom icon.
Which means it wasn't the beam of light's fault. Yes.
Okay.
We're finally free of obscurity.
And then follow up by an unarmed attack. Okay.
Oh, that is weird.
I just changed the name for the returning dagger, so that might have been why. Just to highlight it as being a magic one.
Well, the unarmed strike doesn't have the icon either, strangely enough.
Are you using the digital dice on on Beyond D&D
Yeah.
Beyond?
That's probably because it's a third party thing.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Let's try like rolling without advantage.
Yeah, so something in your I'm wondering if the square
Brackets, yeah.
bracket are throwing it off. But I want to just try rounded ones.
That's a thing. That might be it.
Yeah, because Roll20 tries to interpret square brackets.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was a 10 or 19 to hit for the unarmed strike, so that was 3 more. All right. You punch the sandbag. Anything else you're doing?
No, that would be Cecilia's actions for this turn.
All right. Shield, you're blind.
What do I roll to get rid of that?
I don't think you do.
You have to wait out the duration of it.
Restoration.
Oh, shit.
You can repeat the saving throw in each of your turns, ending the effect on a success.
Also, for the record, if you remain there, you will need to make another deck save for the web.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
You've already made it for this round, but you'll need to make one for next round if you stay there.
I'm gonna step back. 20, I assume, gets rid of it.
20 will get rid of it, yes.
Okay, and I'm going to attack this one. $13 hit.
Which one were you attacking? Yes, 13 hits.
You've got advantage against that one, by the way.
This one.
Yeah, you hit.
Well,
You can roll
If you're
again.
do-
Get a
yeah,
on it.
and then I'm gonna use my giant smite.
well, if you are hitting the one that's restrained, roll again. You might get a crit on it.
Doesn't matter. It explodes. Do another con save for me.
Can he be super? Is it possible to be super blinded?
Well, he got it out of his eyes, and now it's
Okay.
Yep. And are you moving out of the web or anything? Or
Yes.
all right, go ahead and move. Excuse me.
Bless you. And then I'm gonna use my 2. Can I still use my 2 weapon fighting to
Yeah, nothing says they have to be on the
Okay.
same target.
use my scimitar on this one?
You have advantage against him too.
That you do. What's your damage?
Yeah. -3, so 4.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
That is my turn.
All right, Larisha.
Well, because I'm pretty sure even ranged spell attacks have disadvantage if the target isn't, or if you're in melee range, right?
If it is a ranged spell attack that you're rolling for, yes.
So we're gonna try and stun the thing again and back. Hang on. No, there's no possible way that we can do that without hitting Cecilia. So yeah, we're gonna try and stun it again so we can back off. Where's the button again? There it is. I think
right.
that hits
14 hits.
for 2, and then that lets us back off a little bit without it countering. I think, right?
Yep, I'm here.
So
Fucking
we're gonna
fast.
back off some. Huh? Go back off some. Actually, what I guess I could do. Hang on. No, I can't. That's later. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking next turn, if there is a next turn. Alright, we're done.
Yeah, can't take reactions, so yes, you can back off.
Right.
All right, Drusus.
I don't think they got back yet. Are they back yet?
I don't think Nurse is back yet. He said he was going to firebolt at the one that's taken the most damage.
Okay, so I'm going to. I'll get up his sheet. Okay, Drusus right there.
Yeah, D20 plus 5.
What? Ooh, max damage. I think they're very dead. What do you think?
All right, that's 10 damage. Yes, they explode. Cecilia,
Which
con
Okay.
save.
right. Only Cecilia's in range now.
Okay, gotta get back to my sheet. Cecilia right there.
All right, Cecilia's fine. And Inar's up.
That is on the one that is over here. The one away from everybody.
All right, int save.
For 2 whole psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, figures. And let's go ahead and drop that.
Give me just a second.
And that'll be it.
Make sure you give the controller back. I figured the game back, please. Think Smash is in there right now, but checking it. Make sure it comes back. Make sure you have
All right, this one moves over to Cecilia and takes a swipe.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
It misses.
Misses, and then we're down to Felix.
Oh, you had advantage there. You didn't have to move. Fair enough.
All right, you swing, you hit, do some damage. Anything else you do?
Wow. Literally 4 ones in a well, that other one, not a one, but
Of course, I hit when it's not me rolling.
And you rolled max damage as well.
4 ones out of 6. Oh, that's horrible.
All right. And he's not here, so
Hi, are you back yet?
I'm back.
oh, well, then what do you want to do?
How many are left?
2.
Throw my knives at the one, and if it's still alive, throw it again.
Somebody have a sheet.
I'll get the sheet open. Okay. Campaigns. Okay, glub glab.
Should be labeled acidic slime, psychic knives. +5 to hit.
And which one were you doing that at? Whichever one's lowest.
Well, yeah, whatever. Whatever's closest.
All right, you make that one explode.
Cool.
So
And
both
then
Felix and Shield need con saves.
Do what?
And assume you're throwing the second one at the other one.
yeah, it should be farther down. It's called.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
7
I need to
psychic.
make a con save.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. We all got like 60-foot range and everything.
Cecilia, you also need a con save.
Oh, okay.
Yay, psychic knives. Also, it's funny because psychic damage is not widely resisted as slashing and bludgeoning and all that stuff.
Correct. That and force are the 2 least resisted.
Unless we start fighting a mind sliver or mind flayer, then I'm kind of useless.
Or some constructs, maybe.
I don't know if they're psychic damage.
Some
Mine-
constructs have a fair bit of psychic immunity, if I recall.
Maybe. We'll see. Only one way to find out. The knife.
Felix failed, so he's blind, isn't he?
Yes, Felix failed. He would be blind for a minute. All right. As the last one explodes into bits of sand,
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
something drops into the sand at Cecilia's feet.
The murder weapon.
It's a key.
Cecilia will look at it.
You dust the sand off of it, and you see something in the shape of a heart, completely clear.
Okay.
Looks like it's made of glass or crystal of some sort.
It's a heart container.
Seems very light.
Okay.
Oh, shit, you get an extra heart.
Cecilia is going to carefully pick it up.
Picked up a heart of glass.
At some point, we'd probably check up on Cecilia and make sure she's okay. I don't remember if she got hurt or anything, but we'd probably at least check.
From what I've got, only Shield and you are injured.
Yeah.
And
We'd
barely.
check,
You know,
we'd check up on him
and
anyway.
six damage is not bad for how many people we were fighting. I'm happy with that.
In the distance, you hear Blondie start singing very faintly, Heart of Glass.
11 damage total, by the way. 6 for you, and
All right.
Sorry
So,
about that.
so the Heart of Glass looks like there's like no imperfections or anything in it.
It is shaped like a human heart, with like the blood vessels coming off of it and everything.
Mhm.
It is completely clear. It seems to be made of some sort of crystal or glass. You can't really tell which it is. I mean, it'll make a nice little ringing sound if you tap it, so it's probably crystal.
Mhm.
But it is clear. You don't see anything imperfect about it. It would be a heart.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do from here?
Well, after checking on Cecilia, we'd probably go to the only other landmark we see.
The door.
Giant blue circle over here, right?
Ah, yes. That's exactly what you mean.
So yeah, Cecilia would also check in Lauricia because Lauricia took a blow back there.
We're fine enough.
Mhm.
We probably wouldn't. We'd probably more or less brush it off.
Cecilia shows off the heart that she got.
I'm assuming like examining it doesn't give anything interesting, other than just
Yep.
exactly what you already said.
Yeah, well,
No.
I'm just making it party information.
Right.
Yep. So, in the chamber behind is a hallway that divides in two, with another sand warrior without a weapon standing near the divide. He holds up a hand and, in a deep voice, says, "Peace. You must now choose to pass through the fire or the water. To my right, you will find the fire. It burns. On the left, you will find passage through water.
What
Choose."
must we all go together?
It says, "The heart. Path
see.
must be chosen for the heart."
I see. Well, if that's the case, then since what do slimes want to do? Because I'm gonna say on this.
Well, since Slimes is able to hold his breath for an hour, he's only thinking about being able to go through the water.
Okay.
So he probably wants the water.
That's what I was gonna say as well.
You have to decide as a group. So,
Give me a moment, please.
there is no good answer for Anar.
Cecilia
He's
would be
going to-
leaning. Go ahead.
I was just going to say he's going to abstain.
I mean, in my case, like fire's a no-brainer, but I also need to see what other people want to go with.
Cecilia is also leaning fire herself.
Look, I resist fire, but it's also not my call and not me who like does things. So-
Well, you haven't decided as a group, so it's everyone's call.
right, but on the other hand, if water seems more survival for other people, then that's kind of what we have to go with: fire, no fire resistance or no fire resistance.
And you can see down each path. And one path, you see a water, like a water feature set into the hallway. Water pouring down from above. You have no idea how deep it is really, because it starts out as a shallow reflective pool, but stretches out beyond you. And on the other hand, you see fire and basically a gate of fire that you must pass through, where there's no way that you're going to be able to avoid the flames.
Right, as mentioned, I'm on Team Fire, but it's also Gleb's choice. So if Gleb says water, then I guess water it is.
Team water.
Cecilia brings up that she wouldn't do so well underneath the water, especially if there's a current underneath.
I don't know,
I
like
want to-
how often. I don't know, like if a lot of people from that era could swim. I'm gonna assume no.
I don't think it ultimately matters.
I'm
Can
gonna
you
assu-
swim?
I'm gonna assume even fewer people are fire retardant.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's a whole one that resists fire, maybe two. I think two. I can't tell who the other one would be.
I want to point out that shield doesn't need to breathe.
Which is why you're going
Shield,
that route.
if we go through a lake, Shield can just walk on the bottom.
Well, good. He can scout it out. Him and our resident glob. All right. So we've got 2 for fire, 2 for water. What about the last remaining that hasn't abstained so far?
Which would be Felix and who else would be? It would be Felix and Drusus.
I said water.
Okay. So that's three for water. Okay.
So who's tiebreaker?
Well, it's 3 for water, 2 for fire, and Anar's abstaining.
Unless, of course, he needs to tie break. So
So if Felix,
I'm pretty sure the group at this point has decided water. I'm pretty sure anyway.
Felix, what? Water or fire? Oh yeah, I am the
Anar?
tiebreaker.
Have fun.
My delicate wings, water.
All right, water it is.
All
Because
right.
you can more easily dry off your wings after getting them wet than you can
Growing them back. Yes. Exactly. Either way, he wouldn't prefer to be in either environment.
Oh yeah, but having to choose.
which is why he chose.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess
Anywho,
we're
you
down the path
you
of
and
water.
you and the slime can scout in front, as you don't need to breathe.
So water has been chosen.
Sure sounds like it.
4-3 at any rate.
As you move to the path to the sand person's left, after hearing your discussion, he moves to block the path in the right, saying the heart's path has been chosen and cannot easily be changed. And everyone proceeds down the water path.
Sure sounds like it.
To the
Yep.
water temple.
Look, Shields already has his iron boots. It's fine. I
Yeah.
hope he's playing randomizer where it's assigned to the D-pad.
All right. Well,
He can be go.
you pass on. You
You pass.
pass to the path. It is a shallow pool with water spraying occasionally into the room, almost like a car wash. And as you go through, you each feel like the stains and sand and everything else that you've passed through here. Your body feels much cleaner. Gleb, however, the heart feels heavier.
I think I see the logic here. It wasn't about which path, it's the fact that we argued at all. Right? That there was
I
a
mean,
discussion at all was the issue.
No, maybe. It could also be the fact that some people chose the other way, but we're all going the. We weren't unanimous in our decision.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, the choice has been chosen, so
So
no. This one is the easy path versus the hard path, and water can cleanse the body, but not the heart.
No, I would not have followed that logic. That's maybe. I mean,
It's a test of It's a test of bravery more than anything. So water is the easy path because water itself is not going to hurt you, whereas fire would.
I'm gonna call shenanigans on that, but okay, all right.
No, that is exactly why Anar chose the water path. So there you go.
And Cecilia actually chose the fire path because she thought that would be easier for her, even if it was technically harder for everyone else.
I mean, Shield probably could have survived it, but
Cecilia also has healing magic, so
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
somebody who like knew what this riddle was might make the distinction between bravery and stupidity. It's a very thin line and a very thin difference.
It is.
Nobody ever accused Shield of being smart.
I'm
Just
fine
to
with
be
this.
clear, it's also a remember your heart is being tested. Anyway, so you come to the end of the path and find yourself in a room with a table with a scale sitting upon it, and behind it, holding a single feather, a cat with the head of a jackal. Like everything else about them is tabaxi-like, except for the head, which is shaped like a jackal. Possibly a mask or a headdress. It's really hard for you to tell. And he says, "You have completed your journey. Now is the time for the heart to be truly tested. Place it here, and it will be weighed by the feather of order."
Cecilia will sort of hold out the heart that she had taken from the sand person, asking, "What about this heart here?"
Says only one heart may be tested.
Oh, do we get to choose which heart we put down?
That wasn't
I
a
vote
no.
I vote for the crystal one because it is lighter and we want it to be even.
I'm going to. I. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
I feel like this is another test.
I'm not going
It
to
is
say
Every
another test.
test.
It's always a test.
I
I
feel like we need to be honest.
I'm of the opinion that honesty is the best policy, but on the other hand, like I also like what
In
would Gleb
character, too,
do?
Drusus would say that we should be judged on our own merits.
Because what would Gleb do is the thing. He probably
Well, Gleb is not making this decision unilaterally.
Yeah. So, like, Cecilia would nod to Gleb then.
see Anar would follow logic with that. Not to not use the crystal heart.
So, does anyone really want to use the crystal heart?
Take that as a no.
All right then.
So someone taking the heart from Gleb and placing it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't tell if
better,
that
for
was
worse.
you asking who specifically.
No, it was in general.
In general.
Yeah.
All right. So just to be sure, we are taking the real heart, right?
Yep.
Real heart.
Real heart.
Final answer.
Final
Yes.
answer.
You know, I think it should be the person without a heart that puts it on the scale.
So
Sure,
Gleb,
why not?
right?
It doesn't really.
So, Cecilia, right?
Wow.
Ooh,
I wasn't
ooh.
gonna go that far.
You said it, not me.
I mean,
Where's Riker when you need him?
Shield
I'm back.
Shield physically does not have a heart.
Neither does Gleb.
That's true.
Yeah. But
All right.
Or Cecilia, apparently.
here's the thing. If
Or
we
does
put
she
the
have more
crystal,
than one?
we don't know what kind of things that thing's been through. We just found it at the end. That could have
Oh,
made a lot of decisions.
we are 7 to whatever you decide to put the real heart on there.
Oh, you're for the heart? Hard heart?
Yeah.
I put the heart on there.
So as you lift the heart, you feel it slightly lighten as you place it into the into place. And he takes the feather of order and places it on the other side. The scale of the heart swings wildly for a moment and settles so that the heart is heavy as a feather.
As expected.
As expected.
What a shocker.
And Anubis says that while you are not yet in balance, you have time to adjust your path and have shown the ability. I deem you worthy for now. But know this. Should your lives come back here and not be balanced, and he indicates behind him where you see suddenly a gaping sea of water and a crocodile waiting.
Oh no, it's a horror.
For now, go in peace. And you all wake up in your sarcophagi.
Oh wait, I don't.
Ah,
Baby cat. Do 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 do.
And it turns out that big cat grew up to be the emperor of the cat people.
so glad I can't reach through the internet.
I
I could. Bear.
Bacon can reach me in person.
All right, cat. I'm kicking you out. I'm
The
not
war.
gonna have to play on my keyboard while my feet are falling asleep. Nope, I'm kicking you out, buddy. Ah.
Well, that sounded rough. All right. As you wake up, you are greeted by the priest, Bingle.
I forgot that was his name.
Didn't even know that was his name.
And another approaches with him, surrounded by many guards. And Bingle bows and indicates that you all should as well, for you are in the presence of the great house, the Pharaoh.
Okay.
Shield bows.
We are in fact going to bow. Yes.
Yeah, I'll bow.
And genuflect.
And he speaks, and as he does, Bingle translates for him. He bids you welcome among our family. He understands that you represent a great empire of strength. Do you come for war, for trade, or to join us together?
Why did we come here?
Trade at the very least.
At this point, we're not
Uh,
gonna say anything because like we are not the official representative.
So,
We should leave any
So-
sort of like
all right.
proper negotiations among like
Yeah,
those of high status.
That's me,
too.
isn't it?
So as
Yep, that's you.
what Cecilia was doing was basically like promoting things like potential like trade and further um mutual aid in the future.
So Drusus will essentially convey trade for now, and should both our empires find that we enjoy the relationship and could further benefit, then we may engage in something more later on.
The option was traders from up the river have made contact, explore their territory, and do what is needed to be introduced to their leaders and establish official relations. Peaceful,
Yes, A trade agreement counts as official relations.
Yes.
We will agree to trade with you and open our lands to your traders as you have opened yours to ours. However, we would also like to request your strength to be lended to us.
Ours physically, ours empire.
Your empire.
For what purpose?
Our traders are regularly attacked by the gnomes and their orc servants. We would request protection for our traders and yours.
Split the difference.
We can certainly guarantee their safety along the road to. Well, we can guarantee their safety within our borders and will provide protection on the roads between.
We would also ask that you personally retrieve an artifact that they have stolen from us. As a show of good faith.
Let metaphorical ears perk up at this.
It wasn't you.
You want us to steal something?
Please don't tell me you're saying that in character.
Steal it back.
Okay.
They have taken it deep into a desert, into a desecrated tomb.
Can we get the cartographers to show us where this is?
We can give you a general area, yes. But within the desert, they have desecrated a tomb of my forebears, and they attacked and stole a symbol of our power, a scepter. If you can retrieve it, then we can seal this treaty among our peoples.
This sounds like a great job for Gleb. Holy cow.
I mean, this sounds like a win-win.
Alternatively, it sounds like a good job for Shield to just mow through some people.
Your
That's
fates are not.
when we fuck up.
Your fates and destiny are not set. You have proven that. And you have the ability to change them. This decision rests in your hands.
Say we do it.
Anybody disagree with doing it?
We're not gonna say anything contesting it.
We're not
That's
going
correct.
to say we're not going to do it. Wait, was that right?
This was what
And our
Cecilia,
sport.
oh, this was basically what Cecilia was aiming for, so she's all for it.
Quite acceptable.
We shall help provide you with supplies for your journey and set you on your way. And the Pharaoh signals to his guards, and they turn and march with him out of the room. And Bingle says, "It shall be written, and it shall be done." What do you guys think of calling it here and picking it up next?
Sure.
Fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cecilia would respond to the priest, basically by saying to them, like, by my position as in the priesthood, we shall see it done.
Sounds good.
And just to get some priest in aspects for this here on our side.
So how did you all like that so far?
I found it enjoyable.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't like the trial part, but
There was no right answer with the trials. It was fine as that goes. You could always do the King Solomon and go and kill the child, but
Well, it's more threaten the child, and then the true mother will ask for the child to be given to the false mother.
But on the whole, yes.
Yeah, I never liked that one because I always felt like, of course, both of them are going to protest. Why? You want to raise the child. It's not like.
Yeah, you just want to get rid of the rival.
Exactly.
Which is why I figured the best way was to get rid of both of them.
And that's kind of Cecilia's thought on why. But also why she also didn't feel that it was fair. Because
Yeah, I agree. I personally thought, hey, you know what? One of you fucked up, and it's not fair if the other one gets punished. Therefore, I'm giving you both essentially a clean slate, but I'm not letting you get, weasel your way out of this with your family's name. I'm not letting you back out. You know what? It's only fair if you both punished.
You do realize though that cutting them off from their families is the opposite of a clean slate.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, their names are gone. Nobody knows what they've done. Their names and deeds
And
are
they
gone.
have nothing.
And especially in the Empire, that's like the single greatest like
I know.
punishment someone can
But
have.
that was Glep's thinking process. Was, hey,
You have paved the road to hell with the best of intentions.
Yeah.
It is exactly what you've done.
And part of this, as far as what weighs on the heart or doesn't weigh on the heart, what weighs on the heart are concerns like guilt and, feeling like you've done the wrong thing or that somebody else has done the wrong thing, since you only have one heart between all of you for this purpose.
Yeah, that's the hardest bit. Is it was going to be weighed down regardless because we've got 8 people with the 8 conflicting views, and we're all not going to see things the same way. It's unlikely that we're all going to agree in that respect, and so we were inevitably doomed, in a manner of speaking.
I am now approaching work, so I'm gonna head out.
okay.
Yep.
Take care.
Alrighty. Peace out.
See you.
So,
But it was great as far as character growth is concerned, in a manner of speaking.
yeah. With kind of Cecilia's stance on like the whole trial thing, she thought it was unfair because, given basically no context, just sort of dropped into it. It's unfair given, sort of the whole trial aspect, to be dropped in like this, and be expected to rule a judgment that she felt. So she wasn't able to give a fair, judgment.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be a fair judgment, in a manner of speaking. But
So that's why she felt she wasn't, she didn't give a fair trial, and why she felt no one else did either.
But at the same time, given what was presented to us as far as proof,
Mhm.
it was as fair as it could possibly get. And
Yeah,
so it's just a matter of making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, that's why I was also on the fence on that part about Cecilia.
Drusus felt that anyone who punished one of them more than the other was being unfair.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Cecilia, I mean, like, Cecilia would have felt like Shields and Felix's would have been unfair, but she felt like everyone else was also unfair, given our information.
I mean, the entire situation was unfair. The actual verdicts themselves, did you consider those unfair?
Yes, Cecilia would, because like Cecilia, like especially like being dropped into a random trial and being expected to pass judgment was unfair, and unfair for the gods to have done at that.
And yet you had no problem with stabbing a dude with a gem. All because somebody said something else.
Yeah, she did that, and because
I know. I'm just
yeah,
ribbing you.
no. I'm trying to find and figure out how to. I know you're pulling the leg, kind of just like there is a method to kind of Cecilia's thoughts. I'm still trying to get a hang of them in general, and this has been pretty interesting to kind of do for that reason. But,
Oh yeah, it's great for that reason.
yeah, like Cecilia felt that it was also kind of unfair to be asked to um, kill the person immediately to prove innocence and everything. But she was willing to do this because it was a trial in her mind, and so that's why she did it.
Yeah, to be clear, about the only way to actually fail this would have been to completely refuse making decisions or to just completely murder hobo your way through. Like if you killed both the thief and the guard, then that would have weighed the heart down considerably. If you had basically refused to do anything to help the thief in the first place, and let him be devoured, that would have weighed it down considerably. Refusing to make a decision in the trial, trying to just straight up murder the Sphinx without answering any of the questions, that sort of thing would have been seen as more you're refusing the trial, therefore you are not worthy.
So what you're saying is Thursday group would have the heart fall through the floor.
Potentially.
Well, aren't you glad Shield didn't decide to fight the Sphinx?
I think Shield would have been slapped a couple times if he had tried.
Cecilia would have used command to have you stand down, potentially.
Oh, wow. You know, that would have absolutely broken his trust in her.
Well, at
Yep.
that point, Drusus is, or at that point, you're disobeying a command from Drusus. So, who's trust and who's broken?
Yeah, Cecilia would absolutely think that you are betraying Drusus and everything if you did that.
And does say creature doesn't give any specific like humanoid or anything like that.
Well, I'm happy. I got 3 of however many riddles there were.
Yeah, you put on riddles.
I like riddles.
I mean, admittedly, I've heard a couple variants from that.
Oh, I didn't try and make them hard. I just went with Chat GPT and said, "Hey, give me some riddles."
Fair enough.
I figured it would be easier than searching for ones that weren't too hard.
Oh yeah. In fact, we kind of used one of them, or at least a similar one, the footsteps one.
I wonder if
Well,
Certos would have. I was thinking if Certos would have gone the path of fire, being the Forge Cleric, but then again, a coward, so probably path of water, maybe.
I like how I got like the fire one almost before you were done. I was like, fire.
Candle.
I heard about the
I meant
pencil
the
one
fire
before,
riddle.
Yeah.
but I heard the pencil one before, but it didn't click at all.
I don't know why my mind connected all that information with teacher, but I couldn't get it before.
Yeah, I tried to base this partly on some of the descriptions of like Egyptian afterlife stuff, especially with like the final passage at the end. Was definitely one of the tests that it says that like souls would undergo to pass through fire or something of that nature to prove bravery.
Yeah, Cecilia would definitely have gone through the fire by herself.
Yeah, the deceased would have to pass through walls of flame, symbolizing their journey from death to rebirth, and testing their spiritual strength. Riddles was also a common thing that happened. Book of the Dead type stuff. The one thing I decided not to try and do was go through the 42 negative confessions. Things like, I have never lied. I have never murdered anyone. I have never borne false witness against my neighbor.
Wow.
Like, okay, no, that's just inane. Anyway.
Damn it, I had it.
So it was really fun. I liked it.
Only Certos is disgusted by all of us.
Undoubtedly. As a holy man, it is his job to judge all of us harshly.
Where is it? The one my second is performed by my first, and it's thought a thief by my hole will sometimes be caught.
All right, Joe. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Yep.
Oh wait. Oh, I was just gonna mention that. Yeah, Drusus approached it. What I was thinking for what negotiations, how I kind of expected. So.
Oh yeah,
kind of what.
that was always going to be straightforward.
Yeah, I meant like for how. I mean, for like what Cecilia was going to ask for, basically.
Right.
Kind of expanded trade and sort of more sort of like interconnectedness, but not strictly an alliance at this point, or not combining them
Do
together
we
at
have
this
the
point.
power to do a entire alliance? I mean, I don't think our party specifically has the authority to do that.
Hey, it's our
We-
priesthood and their priesthood.
We do in this instance. We were told to go up there and see what we can do.
Mhm.
We are actually official ambassadors in this regard.
And like Cecilia and Certos represent our current priesthood, which should be fine with the Pharaoh as well. With like our representatives of our priesthood meeting as well, in addition to being official ambassadors.
Cool. I'm
So
gonna head off.
yeah, so like on each empire's like for each empire they would approve basically. They have no reason to really deny.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out too. Good night,
I
everyone.
too am gonna head out.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye.